Welcome back to the 2019 MVP Open. We are out at Maple Hill. I'm Ian Anderson, joined by Sias Elmore. How are you doing today, Sias?
Doing super good. I'm happy to be here, finally on the mic for you guys.
Stoked to make it happen. We have a fantastic lead card today. We got James Conrad, Nathan Queen, Adam Hammis, and Joel Freeman. Should be a really fun watch, a bunch of different styles and some good stuff.
Yeah, this is a really interesting lead card.
Yeah, we got a lefty. We got a forehand dominant player, some guy who never throws forehands.
Yeah.
And Adam, who throws pretty much everything.
Yeah, this is going to be fun to watch. Yeah. I'm curious to see how they all interact with this course.
That's it. We're starting on hole one. Tell us about the pro play.
This is a shot where you can pretty much just throw any long distance shot that you feel like throwing. Most players are probably going to go big backhand and just crush one out, hopefully land somewhere on that road. Get a little look towards that tucked in green.
That second shot is so difficult on that tiny green with OB everywhere.
Yeah, it's definitely small and kind of pinched off to the right. It's maybe shapes up better for a forehand approach, but you'll see just as many backhands tossed toward it.
Yeah, well, let's see what they got coming off the box. Yeah, Adam Hammis teeing off first, sponsored by Discraft. This kid absolutely bombs, Sias.
Yeah, this looks good. It's a big turnover. It's maybe a little farther right, actually.
He is throwing his Zeus, got a little flippy on him.
Yeah, I can tell there's a little wind out there.
Yeah, I might have wanted to go with the force on that one, or maybe just a little bit more hyzer. This is Nathan. He's ripping out a Wraith.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like maybe a left to right. Things want to kind of hold to the side.
He's out in the Christmas trees, but not a bad spot.
Yeah, there's room to approach from there.
And Mr. Conrad.
Big run up, a lot of power.
That Star Destroyer was moving.
Yeah, a little low, but still good distance.
568 feet.
Still great distance.
Yeah. Joel Freeman. He is going with his Scorpius.
Ooh, that looks great. He wants it to turn a little more, but he should be happy with that.
That's kind of the nice spot where you don't have to deal with the trees as much.
Mm-hmm.
You got there yesterday. You landed in the perfect spot.
Yeah, I did not capitalize.
It's still a long way from there, though, in a pretty tight tunnel at the end. Adam, out of position, looking to just get on the fairway with a second shot.
Yeah, this looks like a layup play, but that's a good choice.
Yeah. It would take a miracle to get in bounds from there, honestly. That was a smart play from him. Got Nathan. I believe he's going with a gator here.
Yeah, this looks good. See it get down. Oh, yeah, that's really good.
Isn't that impressive? And he was not especially close either.
He wasn't. And it wasn't really the easiest angle for a lefty.
No, made a great shot. Joel, he is also ripping on a gator.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Ooh, splits them, and it's so good.
That's what that did. Using those grip 6 boards. Love to see that. Conrad with the AVR.
Yes, okay. That's at least a long look.
Yeah. He does like long looks too. When they're jump putt range. Adam cut in the corner a little bit. He'll have a par putt.
Yeah, he should make that.
And here is James. Look at the birdie. Obi right behind.
Never a doubt.
He does that. I get Dickerson vibes too when they're jump putting, like it's probably going in.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. Yep, good putt.
Yeah. It's not a putt you want to start your day, but it's a putt you're glad you made.
Yeah, Adam's a good putter too.
He really is. And Joel, after squeaking through those trees,
Nice birdie.
capitalizes with a nice 3. And Nathan, the absolute dropper. What a way to start your day.
Yeah, that's the putt you want.
Well done, man. That's those feels right there.
I know that feeling.
Perfect.
Yep. Pro wobble.
Yep. You catch more chains that way, right?
I think so.
3 birdies on the card. That is solid.
That's crazy. That's really good.
It is such a tough get. Way harder than they made it look. This one also not much easier.
No, this hole's surprisingly tricky. I don't know if it's because it's slightly side hill, kind of hard to tell sometimes, but it's really easy to go over that wall trying to play the Anheuser. It's also really easy to go into the trees if you don't get enough turn on it.
Yeah, it's a late, tiny gap you got to hit. And plus, there's a ton of rocks if you try the roller. So that's it's kind of rolling the dice. We've got a Wraith again from Nathan.
Oh, it looks so good.
It's because it is.
This guy hates putting.
That's a good motto to have out there. We got a Thunderbird from James. That is one beefy Thunderbird, man.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was hooking up.
It was. Just tagged that tree. It was going to be good otherwise, but he's about 80 out. Joel Freeman's going with a PD.
Very similar to the Thunderbird play.
And you see they're ripping at full power, 69 miles an hour from Joel. It's a big shot to get all the way there.
It is much longer than it looks on camera.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little bit uphill, and you really got to lace it. We have an Onyx here from Adam. Is that a fairway? Do you know?
Yeah, it's really similar to a DGA Tsunami.
Oh, that's right.
I think based off the same mold.
Yep.
Also similar in that respect to a Thunderbird or a PD, actually.
Oh, funny. So here's Conrad, second shot, and he is 100% trying to chip this in, as he put it. He's like, I got a backstop, might as well run it.
Good rock wall and good reaction, too.
He was scared there for a second, but it came back nicely. Adam looking for a 2. This would be a great get.
A little weak side. It was a good drive, though.
It was. And Joel from just a little bit closer, dropping it right in.
Yeah, weak side catch that time.
Mm-hmm. And I was having the thought the other day, like, you know, when he popped on the lead card at Vegas a couple years ago, it felt like a fluke, but it doesn't feel like a fluke anymore when he's on lead cards now.
Yeah, we see him all the time.
Yeah.
He's obviously a well-rounded player.
Really, yeah, he has great forehand, great backhand, which you can really use at this course. Not to be overlooked was a great drive from Nathan.
Yeah, great is an understatement on that one.
It really was. Is he rocking like the Sambas? Not quite, I don't think. Beautiful, beautiful 2s there from Nathan and Joel. 2 down on the round through 2. That was a great start. Nathan leading the crew with that 11 as we head into hole 3. What are we doing, Sias?
This is generally a backhand flex shot. Kind of force it over out of your hand and let it flex back up the hill towards the pin. A la Feldberg's ace a few years ago. The tee's a little further back, but...
Oh, is it farther back from when it was?
Yeah, you can actually see the old tee in front of him.
Oh, right there.
Yep.
Oh, I was like, how did he ever ace this thing? That was a
very good break.
Yeah, side niner from Nathan. I just don't even see a lefty backhand ever getting to the right spot.
Probably impossible lefty
right?
backhand play.
You got to throw a forehand, and even then, it'll be a tough work. This is a T-bird out of Joel.
This looks good. Get a little up the hill skip. That's still a putt.
Yeah, and you're just so stoked with a 3 on this one, or at least I would be. It is such a tough get, and you can blow up real quick.
Yeah, the pin's almost dead straight from the tee with just like a hair of turn, but the shape of the trees makes you really have to exaggerate the shot.
There's that exaggerated flex from the Thunderbird.
Yeah, that looks good.
It's pin high.
Yeah, that up the hill skip on the end actually takes a lot of distance away. It's pretty interesting.
There's Adam with the Onyx again.
Just not any turn.
Yeah.
I'm not envious of that lie.
And no, that can make this hole real tough. And Nathan, this is a very tough look again for a lefty.
Ugh.
And that just did not quite work. Looking at Adam's chance to get up there and try and save a par.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah, it didn't end up in a terrible spot for being a right-handed backhand player. Unlike Nathan, we're watching him throw 3 here. I believe this is a stud.
Jeez.
That was not a nice kick.
Not a very friendly hole right now for Nathan.
No. Joel, a long look for a birdie. Not that time. He's usually good for at least one of those.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be disappointed if he puts a 3 in, though.
No, not at all. That was Nathan's bid for a 4. He'll be dropping in a 5. And James looking for a 2.
He thought he had it. I thought he had it.
Yep. Just a little low. Adam coming back for a very good par save after that drive. Happy to see that from him.
Yeah, he's pleased, even if he doesn't look it.
Joel coming back for his par.
Ooh, good catch.
That ham is hair, man. He's got a little Farrah Fawcett working, dude.
Some light feathering on the sides.
Some light feathering. Love it. There is Nathan with a double. And we'll have James with a par. But like I said, 3 is a pretty good score. You're probably not losing that many strokes.
I'd be surprised if you're losing any strokes.
Yeah. Adam hucks, man.
Yeah, he put that thing out on hyzer out of his hand.
Yeah.
For a shot that needs to turn. It's trusting your power.
Need to trust it a little less on that one. Give it a little more of a chance to turn there. Nathan with the 5. Everybody else taking pars, and we're on to hole 4. Good luck.
This one's a lot trickier now. They've got that Mando up on the right side to take away that kind of forehand pitch off the tee play. You definitely have to hit at least a gap pretty well at this point. Otherwise, you get stuck at the top of the hill, and it's not very fun.
No, it can be a struggle from up there. We've got a whale shot from Joel.
Not bad. It's doing a lot of things on the ground, and they're mostly good.
Yeah, I would take that.
I think he will too.
That was a good trickle.
Yeah.
Conrad. Sure, he's going JK AVR. Oh, it's the James Conrad Glow AVR.
Yeah, probably a good tree at the end, but that's a good play where you kind of put it out on hyzer and hope for like a counter skip off of this hillside.
You got to look for it too. Adam.
There is kind of a secondary window to that right side.
Yeah.
To the initial gap. I wonder if he was aiming for that.
And Nathan.
Well, to the woodshed.
Yep. There's a putt from there, but it's not easy.
Right.
So here is where Adam ended up, and it looks like he's just going to jump putt up here.
Good. I like it.
Yeah, should be able to say par. Nathan's got a tough look for his 2. How many cords of wood do you think that is right there?
Quarter cord.
Joel, after rolling down the hill.
Ooh, capitalizes too. I love it.
Nice to see him take advantage right there. Joel, very solid on the green, man.
He is. That's one where you know maybe you got a break, but it feels even better when you catch that putt.
That it does. Conrad coming back up the hill for his birdie.
Count it.
Also solid on the green. Nathan for the par save.
That's a good save.
That'll play.
There's a lot of wrist action on that putt. I
He
like
does,
it.
doesn't he? Kind of like yourself there, Sias. He's like the lefty Sias putter.
Oh, is that what it looks like?
No, it doesn't. You guys look way different. He puts a lot more pitch on it than yourself, too. You drive him home.
Dropping in. That's nice.
Look at that focus. You can always tell when it's going to work. They're staring hard enough. There are those 2s and a couple 3s. Not bad by the card. And we will kick it off to our sponsor here in a second. Guys, we are back to action, but a huge thanks to MVP for getting us out here to cover this beautiful event. Size, how you liking those discs we just showed?
My rating hopefully speaks for itself. A good 10-point bump over this point last year.
That's awesome, man. Congrats, dude. That's no joke, especially as high as you were. We're looking at hole 5. We got danger, buddy.
This one's pretty scary. It can look simple on video, but it's a knee knocker when you're trying to throw through this gap.
Freeman?
It's a big forehand play. Oh, that's great.
Yeah, that was his Firebird putting it real close.
Yeah, it can be hard to tell what the wind's doing off of this tee, and it can have some pretty adverse effects.
That it can. Hey, we saw it with Abel getting knocked down that round one. There's an AVR James almost acing this thing.
That was hunting.
Sure was. What a shot. Adam's going with a Raptor.
Ooh.
Oh, throwing the Invisidisc.
Yeah. Came in a little hot, but still a good shot when
It
you're
is.
in bounds.
Kind of a scary putt, though, with the elevated basket and OB right behind there. We have a Star Gator out of Nathan.
Yeah, making this hole look pretty easy.
But as we saw last time, it could be hard.
Ooh, committed run. That's a great putt.
Wow, that sure was. Nice to see him get going. You know, he's not the greatest start to his round.
Kind of flat, but
Yeah,
there's plenty of time.
there sure is. Conrad to match. That was almost the exact same spot on the basket.
These are coming in low. Those are kind of scary.
It's like you can only let your body give it just enough to get in.
Yeah, nice drive.
Yeah, well done by Nathan and Joel. Has a little drop in there twos, and that is a star frame.
Yeah, that's kind of what you'll see sometimes on the top cards. And then, if you're playing like mid-tier in the tournament, this hole, maybe one in your group is in to get it. It's just kind of a touchy sort of shot.
It really is. It's pretty intimidating off the tee, too. That gap off the tee, smaller than it looks on camera.
It really is. It's farther out, too, than you think.
Looks like Joel leading the crew with that 12 down. He has 4 through 5. That is a great start. Let's see if he can keep going into hole 6. Man, this is a tough par 3 size.
There's a lot going on in this hole. The downhill, there's the gaps to hit, the OB right, OB left. It's just a lot happening, and it can definitely bite you in a bunch of different ways.
That it can. In ways you don't expect, too, when you get some nasty kick going the complete opposite way you were going.
Right. You can just land in spots where you don't have a play.
Joel going with the forehand.
That got some kind of kick, but not a good kick.
Not good one. That was a Scorpius flying out of bounds, unfortunately. That's a sneaky OB. I never realized that one over there.
Right.
Comes into play, but it does.
At least he went forward a bit instead of just being tucked in those woods.
Yeah, very
like James is
like
about
James
to be.
Is, yeah. He didn't go too deep, but he's still not in optimal position. Adam. That was his buzz, I believe.
He likes that. That's good.
No,
It
it
gives
was
you a
good.
long look.
He's up there. Yeah, that was his buzz. Nathan. He caught a tree and went right with his Wraith again. So here's where he is, and he's kind of pitching around the corner.
That's not really where you want to be either.
No. Yeah, that was just layup territory. He's looking at a bogey for sure. And here's Conrad trying to save a par.
Oh, that's really good. There's a putt back there.
That was pretty, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a really hard shot.
Joel throwing the whale for his third after the OB stroke. And unfortunately, not enough ante on that. And he will be throwing 5 now.
Yeah, it can be tough to just save your bogey, especially if you go OB early on this hole. There's not a good way to get up and down.
No, he had a really tough angle to get to the basket. That was Nathan's third. Laid up beautifully for a bogey. There was a birdie bid from Adam, but you can't be mad about a 3 on this one.
Right. 3 pretty much plays like a birdie.
And Joel for 5.
What a save. That's such a good putt.
That was huge. He only took 3 throws. It'll be 5 strokes, though. And James was so upset about that lie. It was just terrible.
He was pushed a little further behind that tree.
So he'll be taking a bogey. Adam with the lone par, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Wow. This hole is a bear.
Still not a very comfortable spot to putt from.
No, it isn't, is it?
That's good, though. It's in. Got to scratch his back in the tree a little bit.
Is that a Sasquatch move?
I have those looks a lot, so yeah.
There is Nathan dropping in his bogey, and here's Joel banging that 5 putt.
Is it coming back?
I think so.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Back from orbit. Joel puts him up there. some good want on him. The card having a rough go of that one, as we have a 3-way tie for the lead now, though. Adam, James, and Joel, with Nathan just one back. It's a good battle.
Yeah, Adam hasn't had like a hot round, but he's just stayed solid and let the other guys kind of play up and down golf.
7, man. Ooh, not any easier than 6.
Not really. As soon as you get off the fairway at all, you start stacking strokes.
Very well put, especially off to the left. It's a little more open to the right, I noticed today.
Yeah, it's just a tough shot. The shape of the hole doesn't really shape naturally for any real shot in disc golf. It's hard to get into the circle.
Yeah, you can give yourself a long putt like you did, I think, the first day. Just pipe it all the way down and fade out to the left.
Yeah, Adam gets a unfortunate kick kind of back down.
Yeah, that was his Undertaker.
James also kicking off to the right, but might be able to save.
We'll see, yeah. That was his FD. Nathan?
No, it looks so good.
Yeah, that Sidewider's kicking off into the forest, but not the worst look over there.
Not the best either, though.
Accurate. Joel Freeman. This is looking good.
Yeah, that's about as good as you can hope for. That looks great.
That's his T-bird he's getting all the way down there. Nice shot.
Some good arm speed, too.
Definitely. Yeah, Joel rips. Adam looks like he's got the zone here for the second shot. Ooh, caught a root or something.
Yeah, maybe a rock or something in that little road.
Yeah, I didn't go too far out. Should be able to get up and down for a 4. Nathan's going to try and save a par with a good upshot here.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, well done. Again, 3, not a bad score on this one. Adam with the third with the zone. Goes a little bit long, but that's a putt he can make.
Yeah, kind of just damage control at this point, hoping to finish off the hole.
Conrad, down in the woods, his natural habitat.
Yep. Super good.
Yeah. Great up from him. Easy par. And Joel with a chance for the 2 and a stroke on the card.
That's a tough one to commit to. This basket's kind of elevated.
It is a little bit. And it drops off behind.
High, yeah.
Yeah. Adam with a good putt to save his bogey. That was no gimme. And there's 5-time world champion photographer Paige Pierce. Shooting some photos out there for Alyssa Van Lannen.
Nice. Yeah, they do really good work.
Don't they?
If you ever get a chance to visit her website, see some of the stuff they've got up. Looks awesome.
And we got a bunch of drop-ins here. Only damage for Adam, I believe, with the lone bogey.
That's probably one of the cleaner cards going through the day, I bet, on this hole. It's easy to just get off the fairway and fall apart. I know from experience.
we watched it happen that round 1. There's Adam with that lone bogey, dropping him back a little bit. We have James and Joel tied for the lead as we head into hole 8, going across the water.
Yeah, the highlight reel hole. This is the hole everyone wants to ace. A lot of fields probably trying to get an ace. And then, things can go wrong if it's really windy, but it usually plays as one of the easier holes on the course. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's got a nice little backstop. You can just blast it into the side of the hill.
Right.
Ideally, anyway. Or you can throw a putter if you're James. And just float it over there nicely.
Needs a little bit more turn to ace, but it's going to work fine for a birdie.
Yeah, it's still great. I love the gallery you get on this hole, too.
They were wild yesterday.
Yeah, this and 18, man, the best galleries in disc golf. Nathan is going with a Colt here. And he is in...
There's like a tricky OB over there.
He's in the tiniest little inbounds area over there.
Good for him.
He's like in the corner of the island.
It's not ideal, but at least it's in.
Yeah, exactly. So save him a stroke at minimum. And Joel ripping out the whale.
Stable.
I know, that's what I said out of his hand. I was like, was that a gator? It's like, that's my new whale. He also says he throws it 60% power, so it looks more stable than it is.
I would say beefy, but I don't think that's how you describe whale meat.
Right? It is a little fatty. We got a raptor here from Adam. Ugh. Oh, man.
I know how that feels, but it's still hard to watch.
It is, isn't it? So let's look at his third shot here. It looked like he was almost trying to make that.
Probably was.
Yeah. And here is where Nathan ended up. And honestly, not even an easy par, but good upshot.
Yeah. Cool reaction off the ground.
Yeah. Joel with a look for a 2.
Almost. It can be weird putting on this short basket.
Oh, it is a little short, isn't it?
It's very short.
Oh, yeah. Adam, save 4.
Yeah, good save. Yeah, but does not feel good.
No, especially when you're the only one that went OB on the card. And it's the league card. Conrad coming back. Good, too.
Nice. He's the only one on this card, actually.
He is, isn't he? Yeah. A couple drop-ins for par here for these guys. Is Joel crouching down for the low basket?
Yeah, it's smart. That way you're not going to catch the top.
Common problem. I've seen that happen so many times, Oh, man. After watching this shot from James, I was like, man, I wonder if I could get a putter across there. I'm like, no, of course you couldn't.
I've been wondering it myself.
I bet you could.
And I'm too scared to try it.
Just throw somebody else's putter first.
Well, that's a good idea.
James with a 2, taking sole possession of first place as we head into hole 9. I heard this say yesterday, there's no real golf shot that gets you there.
No, but it is playing as a par 4 this year, which is a little more true to its score annually. And the pin is in a little more precarious spot, raised and closer to the water on the right side of the green. I think it's probably playing a little bit easier, to par. Everyone knowing it's a par 4, you don't have to necessarily get big distance off the tee.
Mm-hmm. And less people are probably running the island, too, because of the more precarious basket location.
That feels like there's more room on the island, though.
I guess there might be, huh? James with the rock, I believe. Yeah, that's a Ching rock. He hits a tree and kicks where you don't want to be, man.
That's such a common reaction on this hole.
Yeah.
The gap is hard to place. You can't really see it from the tee.
No. Nathan? That was his Sidewinder again.
That's great.
Sorry, excuse me, Thunderbird.
Oh, well, that's a good shot.
That was.
No matter what he threw.
He is way down there. Nicely done. That should make it for a pretty easy 3.
I would think so.
Joel? He is going for a PD.
Not ideal, but you can make a lot of things work from up there. It's just kind of a sketchy downhill play towards that wall and water.
Yeah. Reachable but scary. Adam?
That thing was whipped, but not on a very good line.
No, that was his force. He turned it over a little too much. Here is his second shot, just trying to get down the hill and hopefully stay in bounds. He was running the island, wasn't he?
He was, and I don't know if he got a good break or not.
He did.
He might have made it.
Yeah, he might have made it. You're right. But at least he's in bounds. He can have an easy 4 if he wants it. And Conrad is going to decide to go over the stuff with a thumber.
Okay, yeah.
He's in a lot better position than he could have been if he had to pitch out to the side.
For sure. That he should be able to just get his 4 and get off this hole.
Definitely. Joel, the putter up.
Interesting forehand play from there.
Oh, that was his Scarab, which is his signature disc, his signature putter.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that disc, but
I think is it Millennium or Heisbrom?
It's probably Infinite.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Nice upshot there.
That was really well done. I think James is going to run this.
Would not surprise me.
This seems crazy to me.
Oh, that was definitely very committed, but also hyzering out to that far side of the corner of the island where it's still safe.
Yeah.
Good play.
He does have a putt to save his par. Adam, he is running this thing too.
Jeez. These guys are brave.
They really are, aren't they? And that one is amazingly in bounds as well.
Nice.
Oh, that's some good stuff right there. Joel, this is going to be for Bird. Putting it right at the lake. Or pond, I guess.
Wow. So almost, but so hard to just jam that one in there.
Isn't it? Fortunately, it flopped inbounds, so easy drop in par. James to save his. Oh, no.
Yeah. Again, it's just putting at danger makes
Yeah.
it really hard to fully commit.
Adam cleans up nicely. Take it 4 there. And Nathan with the easy 3.
Yeah, that's the way to draw it up. Be a lefty.
Right? He made it look real easy.
It definitely makes that tee shot easier, but makes the upshot a little bit trickier.
Yeah, true. There's beautiful Maple Hill. Man, this place is gorgeous, Sias.
It really is. Probably like top 3 prettiest courses on tour. Could very well be number 1.
Yeah, there is Nathan with that birdie. And we now have a 3-way tie for the lead as James drops back a stroke. Good battle brew. And Adam's only 2 back, too.
Right. He still hasn't had like a fun round. It's kind of just been a lot of a grind, but he's still in it.
Yep, he'll get it going. That's all we got for part 1, guys. We'll catch you in part 2.